Hey everybody, CVH here, and today I'm stoked to be revisiting the Stealer of Secrets OTK. This time, we're going to be specifically focusing on the Battlemage version, which I did mention in the previous video that focuses on, talking about the combo and how it works conceptually. The Stealer of Secrets, plus the charging creature, plus the Mentor's Ring for a giant single attack kill. I did mention that I started with the Battlemage version, didn't see so much success with it, went to Assassin, which we did feature in the gameplay portion of the previous video. So today we're going to be doing the Battlemage version. When I was thinking of a deck to record for a video, I couldn't help but come back to this concept, try to put the Battlemage version back together, and see if I couldn't make it a bit more consistent, and I think that's exactly what we did. As you can see, if you compare this Battlemage list of the OTK deck to the previous one mentioned in the last video of the deck, you'll see a couple cards have been cut, such as Slaughterfish Spawning, no longer here, and a couple cards have been added, such as the Lesser Ward, which combos very well with the Shimmerine Peddlers, which are one of the critical draw engines of the deck. And the new addition as well, Breton Conjurer, also synergizes with the Lesser Wards. Breton Conjurer doesn't really fit into the core strategy of the Lesser Ward Mentor's Ring charging guy OTK, but it does help us get there, I think, because like we see in the Merrick Battlemage decks, Breton Conjurer is fantastic at helping you fight for the board. We do have 3 Firebolts, the 3 Rapid Shots, just as you see in those Merrick Battlemage lists. Very easy ways to get the Breton Conjurer's effect going, get that 5/5 out there and start defending. That can soak up a lot of damage from your aggressive opponents. And even the 1/1 word by itself without a Firebolt or Rapid Shot in your hand can do some serious work against a deck that's unprepared for something like that, such as a Sorcerer midrange, for example. We see Breton Conjurer carry those kind of matchups for Merrick, could carry these matchups for us as well, and we still have the Sweepers with the Ice Storm and the 1 copy of Firestorm that can also proc the Breton, so I do think it could be a natural inclusion, even though it's not an action in and of itself. So that's basically the updated list, and in today's video we have a couple games on the ladder with this version of the deck. In the last video I did have my audio muted so you couldn't really hear what I was thinking or talking about, but in today's video recorded it just for YouTube so you guys could get an inside look at some of the thought processes and decisions that go on in a game with this deck. It is, like I mentioned in the video, one of the toughest kinds of decks to play, one of the only true combo decks in the game currently. So if you guys enjoy, I definitely encourage you to take this list, refine it for yourselves, try it out, let me know what works in the comments. This deck probably has nowhere to go but up, can only be more refined as people start playing it more and learning the matchups more in depth. Could be annoying to face more on the ladder, but hey, can't judge. If you guys like the style of deck, then go for it, I say. As always, if you enjoy the video and the games, feel free to leave a like, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more Legends content, feel free to follow me on my stream in the description down below to catch some of these games live, and I'll see you guys next time. So we can definitely keep Firebolt here against Archer. A lot of problem cards that Firebolt deals with effectively. Abyssian is one of our prime 2-drops to start with, if not the best one. I think we can just go ahead and get the cycling going early. Or just put a 3/1 on the board. Either way, it does help us contest somewhat. Losing the board early is definitely not where we want to be.
Away with you.
The main reason for the attack there is I don't want him to really know what I'm playing. You might think I'm some sort of aggro reaction Battlemage deck. Like, we could Firebolt there, but is it even that important too? Might as well say Firebolt for Breton Conjurer or Shimmerine Peddler or something like that. Trading my 2-drop for a Sanctuary Pet is fine with me. And another pass seems fine. Very reactive hand, nothing to react to. That is something to react to. Not a great Stealer of Secrets so far. It'll get there. Yeah, let's just drop this camel out there. Maybe he'll favorably trade and waste some time. Wouldn't mind taking Abyssian here and trying to actually get some value out of it. Maybe represent a double trade, make him react to this. Do you drop a lightning bolt?
The winds favor us.
Yeah, that was the problem with the attack earlier, is that we put him within Ice Spike, giving him an extra card range. Archer doesn't run out of cards too fast, especially when he passed early, so maybe it's okay as long as he doesn't get a Prophecy. We did assume he was a Rage deck since he was playing like the pets and kind of slowly, but that's not a great Rage, so I'm okay with it. I do want to cycle with the Rapid Shot first.
Looking to make a purchase?
Let's just conserve our Magicka. Make sure we have enough actions to cycle next turn with the Shimmerine, even if he doesn't play a single thing. Stone Throw. Well, this is an awful lot of Ice Spikes. I really do think I need to save the Fell the Mighty here. Blood Dragons, perhaps Pomeralt Renegades, perhaps Child of Hercene, Stampede Sentinel. A lot of options depending on what kind of build he's going with here.
I shall be your eyes and ears.
Do we dump an Ice Spike? That is perhaps the most annoying card in the deck to deal with. Everything else gives us time. This card does not give us time.
Looking to make a purchase?
What have we here? The forest is my strength and my courage.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
The elements are mine to control.
I feel like the 5/5 gets Belligerent Gianted in any case, so I will just Lesser Ward the 1/1, and perhaps make him have some tough decisions, or have just Belligerent Giant Earthbone Spinner, and then I probably lose the game immediately.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
He did use the first one rather aggressively, but he didn't really have reason to believe I was playing Bread and Conjure. That said, we are not dead yet, and he should be almost out of reach. He has one Cliff Racer that we know of left. He's gonna play something there and decided not to.
Nice try. Care to go again?
Your Thorm is no match for mine.
Didn't expect it in the deck, but here it is. And it is going to get Fell the Mightied. If we had Lightning Bolt, Crushing Blow face there, we could have set up for lethal if we did have a Nord in our hand. We do not. And we are not going to be able to play one off a raiding party. We could waste a cast out here. Could use the Lightning Bolt, could cast out, then Lightning Bolt if that's all he replays. That would just give us extra time. I don't think we make use out of both of these cast outs. So I will just play one here. He's likely to just replay it thinking that's my only answer to the card. And of course we have Ice Storm Firebolt if he replays it with something less expensive. I think I'm going to be cycling with this Rapid Shot. Need to find raiding parties. There we go. Dumps additional actions of the discard. We put 2 more in there now. We have 18. And the raiding party Crushing Blow will bring it up to 20. Giving us a 21 attack. Stealer of Secrets. But we want 22 attack. Well, we have a raiding party. We have another Nord. It's fine. Yeah. But we should have lethal next turn.
If I fall, the hist will reclaim
The
me.
forest is my cloak.
My enemies have taught me well. Dead men tell no lies.
And that's how it's done. Very tricky games with this deck. A lot depends on the draw, but I might just keep this assuming he's playing a control mage deck and that I have time to draw out of the hand. Redden's very good if we ever pick up Rapid Shot or Firebolt. 3 creatures means you have a lot of actions to potentially draw off the Abyssian. I think I will just start with it though.
The winds favor us.
Another lesser word, so I could use the first with Shimmering Peddler. Not if it's the only play. I think we will use another ring charge for the camel here. We want to get the cycling going as soon as possible. Pick up the raiding party so we know we have that part of the game plan locked. Picking up another camel is kind of enticing. This is probably the best. We could get the Shimmering going using the next ring charge and the last ring charge. Doesn't sound like an amazing idea. We could double Shimmering, double Lesser Ward, double draw. It's not the easiest thing for him to answer here.
Looking to make a purchase. Looking to make a purchase.
I think this attack is fine though. Allows me to retain the last ring charge as well. While Brett and Firebolt's okay, I do like Raiding Party and Firebolt. Does lose my ability to get the Breton going, but this could be hard for him to deal with, and it does clear his entire board. While letting me draw off the Shimmering again. And I could use Crushing Blow here, obviously. But then I'm using my last ring charge, I don't know if that's worth it.
Time to fight.
Schemer, very nice to see in this matchup. I don't know too much about this deck. I haven't played it as much as I want to in the future, but I do believe control matchups are where we want to be. What we want to be facing. Conspirator, Fell the Mighty. What do we want to be discarding with the Conspirator? Maybe Crushing Blow.
I shall be your eyes and ears.
We could just discard the Breton and then go Crushing Blow, Firebolt, and cycle again. Is Breton really our game plan in this matchup? I don't think it is. Let's actually try this. I don't know. I really don't know. This deck is hard, guys. But we don't want to lose our ward because then he can get a clean Firebolt. I don't think I'll be hitting yet. He already has a clean Firebolt on the Conspirator, but we care much less about that card. Much, much less about that card.
Nice
What if he picked
try.
up Execute
Care
off
to
of
go
that?
again?
Such a commitment. You know he's playing Execute. We have another Shimmerine Peddler. Solid. We don't need to use it now, though. I don't think.
Nice try. Care to go again?
We could get in some chip damage, but I'm concerned about ice spikes in the future.
Found me out, did you?
The first one still won't give him a card. It's kind of unlikely that we go ice spike in the next couple turns, since we have 0 of them in the hand currently.
Let's do this.
And hey, it's Control Mage. Most of the prophecies just answer things on the board, and we don't really have things on the board a whole lot in this deck, do we? Definitely not. But here, though, I think I will be a little bit more responsible with my attacks and not just straight up give him an extra card. Don't think we have any good plays. Not yet. We do have a few good answers to Manticoras as they start appearing in the coming turns.
I have you now.
Wouldn't mind Ice Storm.
Armamora tests us.
Looking to make a purchase?
I would bet on Manticora. But maybe he decides to do something cheaper.
Nice try.
Well, that is
Care
definitely
to go
cheaper.
again?
Not really what I was thinking about, though. Come on, Shimmerine, live. Oh, wow. He cannot be stoked about that Shimmerine Peddler living.
Gotcha.
Rushing Blow could be good next turn. So the full combo is here. Now we just have to worry about things like... We don't really have to worry about overdrawing too much, do we? Not really. Just have to get to that turn. The Hive Defenders are somewhat hard to deal with. Or the one Hive Defender that we keep returning. Anything with 4 or more attack obviously gets Fell Mightied. But the Hive Defenders also could potentially block my lethal if he can guard both lanes before I get all of the actions that I need down there. Do I just Fell the Mighty this? Looks like it. We could use the first Stealer just to bait removal if I don't know. This is probably never right against Mage. It's too easy to answer.
Time to fight.
We're not close enough to the Stealer being lethal to really want him to overdraw me. So like if he lightning bolted my face or something, I'd overdraw a card. Somewhat scary. We are quickly approaching a critical mass of actions being played.
Nice try. Care to go again?
I shall be your eyes and ears.
Probably discard the Nord, yeah. And again, cards like Dawn's Wrath, Ice Storm, Odiving. Odiving not so much, but we have the Fell. But like cards like Ice Storm, they just give us more time. We want him to use those. They take up a significant portion of the turn.
Armamora tests us. Time to fight. Time to fight. Eyes of all do eat.
We don't want him to heal too much, do we?
Let none defile our temple.
I kind of want to use the first Stealer to just deal a bunch of damage, and then do the combo again next turn. The issue is that he has 2 guards in the lane right now, which means if he Manticores the Stealer, which is incredibly likely, once I use the Nord to kill the 3/3 and go face for a lot of damage, I'll still be blocked from the combo the next turn. You can probably just get away with an attack and a firestorm. That was very tempting, though. I do believe he also would have overdrawn him by 1 if he didn't get a prophecy. But it's Control Mage. Good amount of prophecies.
By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
Not really a card. Ice Spike is good here. More actions, more cycle. I guess someone followed me on Twitch just now. Now we see what our opponent does here. If he knows what's going on,
My friend would like to say hello.
or if he gets lucky getting the 5/5. That would also not be great. That's not the 5/5. And that, my friends, is lethal.
My enemies have taught me well.
Time to fight.
Dead men tell no lies.